tracks. Cat tracks. Big cat tracks. One of the most feared of the big cats.
Leopard. Really secretive. I think that's about all I'm gonna get is a fleeting glimpse.
This area's got everything, from the biggest of Africa's dangerous animals right down to the smallest.
Here you go. Come on, mate. Have a look at this. Nice scorpion. I'm in no danger either. You can see he's got his stinger all curled up there. I might add, it's a long, sharp stinger. And he'd have enough poison to immobilise his prey, which would be insects. Look at the power in those pincers. Big, strong, heavy-duty pincers designed to grip to anything he wants to eat. There's a lot of animals that eat these. All of your little carnivores, all of the insectivores will eat these scorpions. They run in, chomp them up really quickly, kill and eat them. Nice one, really nice. Now you can see his stinger. Look at that. What a beauty. Okay, mate, here you go.
The thing I love about Africa is tracks. They're called spores.
We're on. Here we go, look at this fresh prints. There. She's on me, she's already on me. Here she goes.
Cheetahs are the fastest land animals in the world. They run down their prey with pure speed, and Steve's hoping he can keep up long enough to get a good look. She stopped, and there's a whole family group, 2 adults and cubs. 5 cubs, amazing. The average litter is 3, so this is really unusual.
How's this? This is what I've come here for, the Namibian cheetah. Out of all the countries in Africa that have cheetah, Namibia's got the highest percentage of wild cheetah. They've got a really interesting reproductive biology. The female comes on heat, and she indicates that in her urine. So as she sprays around the place, the male will smell that, and then they'll court for a couple of weeks. Mating will take place. Got about a 90-day gestation period, and so she'll use an aardvark hole as her lair, give birth, and then at around 8 weeks, when the babies are weaned off her milk, she'll bring them out into the big wide world, and she's really protective of them. And these little tackers here, they're just about ready for her to start bringing back live animals. So she'll go out and catch something, smaller species like a hare, bring it back, still alive, and she'll teach her babies to capture live food. Another interesting point is there's 2 adults. The smaller one will be the female, and it looks like the other one's a male. Normally, the females are solitary when they've got cubs. And the males grow a little bit bigger than the females.
I'm really pushing my luck to get closer.
For the first time, the heat of the sun is actually working in my favour. These cheetah will just sit in the shade in the peak of the heat. They don't like the heat at all. Oh, she can't back up. You're all right. Look at those teeth. She's grumpy. Best I just show her that I'm big. I'm big, you don't want to attack me. And she's backing off. Thank goodness. Scary, huh? I probably outweigh her, but she's about 20 times as strong and fast as I'll ever be. Look at those cubs. Aren't they gorgeous? And that's what all that aggression's about. Looking after her babies. Like any mama, she loves her babies. And so these babies will travel with their mama up until they get about 18 months of age. They'll hunt together, sleep together, forage together, and then they've got to get out into the big wide world themselves. Females take about 2 years before they reach sexual maturity. So if any of these cubs are females, they'll go out and have about 6 months doing their own thing, reach sexual maturity, and so the breeding cycle goes. Really unfortunate for the cheetah that they copped a flogging. They've been shot out, poisoned, they've had a real hard time, habitat destruction. Now's the time, we've got to pull our socks up and bat for them. Conservation is everything for these things. They're endangered throughout the majority of their range. In fact, in a lot of areas, they've been extirpated, which is a local extinction. Very unfortunate for one of the most magnificent cat species in our world. the Namibian cheetah.
Woo!
Next morning, and the day shift takes over at the water holes as we head for the salt flats. We've caught sight of two scavengers together, a spotted hyena and a jackal.
Check this out.
These animals don't associate. They're competitors, and this doesn't look normal until we notice the hyena seems ready to give birth, and the jackal's hanging around, watching and waiting. Normally, a jackal would be no match for an adult hyena, but she's pretty much helpless at the moment. She's not with her pack, and that's unusual too. If she's not alert, her babies will be extremely vulnerable.
The ultimate snake I've been after since I got here. A zebra cobra.
Snake, mate, stop.
Common in Namibia and my target.
Whoa, careful, it's a zebra. So he's got my glasses. Oh, he's spitting already. Beautiful animal. All right. How's that? They're deadly accurate to about 10 feet. Now I can get in behind him.
Steve's handled a lot of snakes, but with one disabled hand, the odds aren't so good this time.
Hang on, buddy. The thing with the zebra cobra is they got a lot of venom. You can see he's spitting all over the place. Now this bloke would be an adult. They do get bigger. He'd be around about 4 feet. They get up around about 5 feet in length. Thing with the zebra, not only are they the most common snake species, but they are the snake responsible for most snake bites in Namibia. Until recently, there hasn't been an anti-venom, but they've got a venom that affects the tissue, which means you get hideous necrosis, huge, great infection. Ugh. Have a look at this. Hey, what a good hit. Just dropped short, across my chin, onto my shirt. You can see it on my arm. Real fine mist, so they're a guaranteed hit. You only take one small minor droplet and it's good enough to burn your eyeballs permanently if you don't wash it out.
The little stones are to draw the snake's attention away from Steve so he can get a hold of him.
Oh, see, when they spit, let me just try that again. Man, he's got a lot of venom. A heck of a lot. Look at that cobra stance, will you zebras? Woohoo! I can't believe it. This was the snake that I really wanted to find out of all the species. Now, he's gonna end up dead because the zebra is like a real stubborn snake. He won't go anywhere. He'll stand here, hooded up, and hold his ground. So I'm gonna just try and get him off the road, which means I've got to tail him, and I'm already a little debilitated. So I'm very nervous. See if I can draw his attention away. Just keeps spitting. He's got more venom than any other snake I've ever come across. He just doesn't seem to run out.
This snake never takes its eyes off Steve. The reason they're so deadly dangerous in Namibia is their tendency to stand and fight rather than run.
And I can't quite get his tail. Oh, too quick, and he'll bite me for sure.
This'll do the trick. Okay, mate, you got to get off the road now. Come on, buddy. I reckon his house is over there in these rocks. The cobras are a real joy to work with. Once they hood up, they're pretty easy to get in and around. But you notice I couldn't have got his tail because he would have tagged me. Pretty soon, not only will they spit, but they'll bite. And they've got good sized fangs. And as you can see by the amount he spat, a lot of venom. Come on, mate. No spitting, no spitting.
I just need my favourite tool of trade.
one last spit in the face. Fair enough. Woo-hoo! Zebra snake, that's what I wanted to see.